304 from U of I.
304, go ahead.
304, complaining of dizziness, lightheadedness. We're going to send EMS on the way, but could you take a ride over there?
10-4, on my way.
EMS 1 from U of I.
EMS 1.
304 is going to be riding along with you.
10-4, we're on our way.
Your timeout is 12:36.
So overall, the patient response to the iPCR has been extremely positive.
One of the wildest reactions that we've received to us using iPCR has been a patient that assumed that it was something from the Space Odyssey movie, and he was just very into it being very futuristic.
It's allowed our responders to get their hands on the next step of technologies that are facing EMS. It's allowed them, many of whom are pre-medical students, to have some experience with an electronic medical record, the types of data that need to be imported into it, and the versatility and customization that are available.
My initial concerns with using an iPad, I thought we were going to break it in the first 3 days. I think the cases help. I know we've had a few drops and everything, but it seems to be standing up very well to our rugged lifestyle.
One of the charge nurses that we transferred care to was actually really amazed that we were able to transfer care electronically and sign off electronically rather than other agencies she had to deal with where it transferred paper and it gets really messy. But through iPCR we were able to do it electronically and it was perfect.
They like to see, especially the patient assessment screen, where we can tap on their body parts and choose what's wrong with them. We can actually let them just choose. Where does it hurt? If they can't talk to us for any reason, it's quite easy for them to choose where does it hurt.
The chief of our department asked me to evaluate an ePCR program not only for our department but for our entire county. So I was one of 4 committee members selected to evaluate ePCRs, and ultimately we found iPCR to be the best program. After evaluating it for several months, we implemented it here throughout our department on our engines, our truck, and our medic units, and we've been using it for a couple years and it's working out great.
The ease that it was for our paramedics and firefighters and captains in the organization to be able to pick up and use the item. The fact that it's on the iPad makes it very easy for them to accept. It makes the program manager's job very easy when the group of firefighters that you're dealing with and paramedics that you're dealing with can pick something up, start to use it, and not have a whole bunch of backlash about the program not being easy to use.
I've taken numerous pictures with the iPad. Sometimes if we need to document a situation at a wreck, how a wreck happened, which could be indicative of what kind of injuries a patient has, we can import those pictures right into the run record, and that's a very nice feature.
The support and training Forte offers us, both in terms of live support on the telephone as well as the training videos that are located on the iPCR site, have enabled us to almost immediately launch into iPCR use for production and patient care.
One of the biggest improvements iPCR brings to the table is the frequent flyer lookup. So when I'm on scene, we normally have to ask patients multiple questions to fill out on a paper form. With the electronic patient care reporting iPCR, you're able to add their name, their date of birth, and do a patient lookup. And there, all that data comes into your PCR when they've been transported before, and therefore it saves you the time to ask the questions and really concentrate on treating the patient.
One of the best features of the iPCR program is actually the company that's based behind it. When Forte came to us with the iPCR program and we were in our meetings, never once did they tell us that we couldn't have this or we couldn't do this because that's the way the program was already set up. That drew us towards them away from other companies because Forte was very willing to deal with the pieces and parts of our department that maybe weren't really mainstream and helped us make their program fit us versus us fit their program. It has the ability to maintain that the conversations between the CQI individuals and the paramedics are separate from the document. It has the ability to stay HIPAA compliant. It allows the CQI individuals to make sure that they have 100% accountability for what is on the tag and why it ended up on the tag, and a record to show it. It has to be 100% about the people. If it's solely about the numbers, we get lost in the numbers and we forget the reason that we're truly climbing on the fire engine or climbing in the ambulance and going to treat people.
Any first responder gets on scene and they have iPCR for themselves, any relevant information that they record in their PCR, they could simply transfer to another one by just simply bumping it to the new oncoming scene. What's different at our company here is that we use industry experts, people who have worked in the field or currently work in the field to help design and keep their products current.
We have had a myriad of reactions, all positive, from our staff and several of our patients since we started using iPCR.